Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. We're going to be looking at some sporting story this evening on the program, and we have a lot. The Euros games are already ongoing as we speak, and also the games that will be coming up later tonight in Euros, and also the Copa America. You know, those games for the Copa America, they are played late in the night, and some of those games are played early hours of the morning, like the game between Argentina and Peru. It was played early hours of this morning, Canada against Peru and co. Where those games were played early hours of this morning, and the game of Canada was played late last night in the Copa America. That's a game against Costa Rica between Argentina was between Argentina's game, second group game in Group A, was a win for them. So we'll be looking at these and other stories and some transfer stories on the show. I have Noah Sampson joining me on the program this evening. Noah Sampson, welcome to Sports Updates on Trust TV. You have always been a guest on the program, and let's begin from the UFC. That is the Ultimate Fighter Championship, where Israel Adesanya was looking to have a trilogy against Alex Pereira, but as it stands right now, Pereira actually turned down that opportunity for that fight against them. They fought first, second, and the third time. It seems Alex Pereira is not ready to fight Adesanya for the third time.
Yeah, you know, Adesanya is coming back with it's like a wounded lion who went to rest and is coming back with full force. I know they've met probably twice, 3 times. He won Adesanya twice, and the other fight Adesanya won where he took the belt from him. And so since then, Adesanya fought again before he was won and dethroned of his championship. Also, then before he went away from fighting. So it's a good one that is coming back. But I don't know why Pereira is scared to fight him. I don't really know. Probably he doesn't want to get beaten again for the second time back to back in a row. But that's why he's rejecting the fight against Adesanya.
Okay, for Israel Adesanya, I think do you support his idea of actually taking a little time off this particular sport? Actually, after he lost to Sean Strickland, he actually took time off, and this time around he's coming back with a full force.
It's interesting if you see probably you are in a place and you see maybe he's getting bored, or maybe you've seen he has lost a lot of matches that he's supposed not to do. So it's the best thing for you to just go back, regroup, re-strategize, learn some fighting skills, go learn some fighting skills, go to some of the best coaches. I think that's what he has been doing so far throughout his holiday period. He has been going to different
sabbatical leave. Yeah, let's call it
sabbatical leave. He has been going through them to different fighting camps and fighting booths, watching different. He was in Saudi Arabia for both Israel, Francis against Fury, Francis against Joshua too. So it's a good. He has gone. It's good when you know you've been there for a long time and you've seen you try to lose your relevance and you just try to go relax and come back so that you can use be a sharp person back.
Okay, let's see how that will go down for Israel Adesanya. Definitely coming back to the sports after that time out from the game. For Israel Adesanya, we wish him well as he is coming back to take his place at the UFC battle. All right, let's leave that. We continue to look at some individual individual athletes, Team Nigerian to the Paris Olympic Games. We continue to until we just have 29 days to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and we'll be looking at athletes that have already qualified on our various sports show, the morning show and the evening show. But this evening, in the morning show, we'll look at Chukwuebuka Enekwechi, saying he's looking forward to finish at least a podium finish at the Paris Games. And we'll have another athlete who went to the first Olympics ever, that was in Tokyo 2020, for this fantastic young athlete, Elizabeth Ayanecho, in Taekwondo. But this time, she left Tokyo 2020 empty-handed, but this time around, she says she's fully ready to take her place among the ladies when it comes to taekwondo in the world. And Paris is a place she's looking forward to. And for Elizabeth Ayanasho, she says, I am ready to do my best at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games.
Yeah, it's very good, and although she's one of our best taekwondo fighters we have in Nigeria, it seems she was in Luxembourg and she went for a kind of competition where she also won, is preparing her for the
competition
for Paris Olympics. So I think she's really in a good form now. She wants to make her name written in gold in that competition. So I think I'm seeing her, at least she's going to go home with a bronze medal.
A bronze medal? Yeah. Why not go a gold medal?
That's what I say, at least. So she can go, I know she must go home with something, either gold, silver or bronze. So I believe the least she can go home is with the bronze medal.
What is your level of belief in Elizabeth?
No, sure, because the last Olympics she went for, she didn't win anything, so she's been heartbroken by that. So I'm sure she has been going to train, because it's just like I'm just putting myself in her shoe. I want to be a good taekwondo fighter. The last Olympics I went to, I didn't win anything, so I want to win the next one. So I would like to put everything within my possible best to make sure I win. So I believe that is what she's doing presently now. So I believe she's working, she's doing everything within her possible best, going to different coaches, different fighting camps and boots to make sure she's prepared for these Olympics, and I believe she's going to make us proud.
Okay, she's going to make us proud. For Elizabeth Ayanasho, she was in Luxembourg for Luxembourg Open, and she left that place with a gold medal. And after that, she declared her readiness for Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Elizabeth Ayanasho is Nigerian champion when it comes to taekwondo, African champion, and she has done her best in the world stage. So let's see how that will go for Elizabeth Ayanasho at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. We're looking forward to her doing us proud. All right, let's leave the taekwondo story, Elizabeth Ayanasho, Paris 2024, and let's come back to Nigeria proper. Let's talk about our Nigerian Premier Football League, where the league came to a close over the weekend, and we have our champion, that is Enugu Rangers of Enugu State, that is Enugu Rangers International, as they are called. Now, the criteria for them to play at next season's CAF Champions League is that they must have a female football team, and the management, the Rangers International, set to adopt a female team, and that female team is a Greenfoot FC.
Good one for that, what I call that decision made by the NFF, that for you to participate in next year competition.
Not NFF, it's CAF.
By CAF, sorry, that for you to perform in the next competition, you have to have a female team. So it's a kind of way supporting the female football in Africa. So it's a very good one for them, and I consider the club they are adopting now very fortunate and lucky, because they are the champions. So I believe they are going to do well and go to exploit well next season.
Okay, they are going to now let's look at Enugu Rangers quickly. They are the champions of the league 2023-2024 season. What do you really have to say about their performance in the entire season?
Yes, well, it has been fantastic, but I think they need to do more, because the points where the number of points they gathered, I was like, okay, if we were to be in the Premier League or in the La Liga, maybe that might be at the 10th or 11th position with the points they gathered being the champion. So I think they need to do more, and I think the Nigeria Premier League have to make our own competition more competitive. So that's what I have to say.
Okay, more competitive for Enugu Rangers. They actually have adopted a female team in that state, and that female team is Greenfoot FC. Let's see how they've said they are going to be taking responsibility of that team. The deadline, CAF has given deadline. June 30th is the deadline for all of the teams that want to play at the CAF Champions League. Days, so they should submit that. So, and we still have we are yet to play the President FA Cup, because that's the last slot for any team that's going to represent the country at the CAF Champions.
I believe
at the CAF competition.
Any of the two either of the two teams will have also chosen or picked a female team if they don't have a female team to adopt, because they all believe they're supposed to win the presidential FA Cup. So I believe each of them now have picked a team they want to pick. They want to adopt as a female team now.
And for Nasarawa, is between Academy Warriors and Abia Warriors. So Abia Angels are there. For Academy, I don't know if they actually have a female team in Borno State. All right, let's leave that story quickly. We'll just look at this particular one. It concerns the Special Eagles, where the president of Nigerian, that is Special Eagles, is actually seeking for more support for this particular group of players for Nigeria. They are actually doing us well. That is NAF president, Nigerian Amputee Football Federation president, seek for more support for Special Eagles.
Yeah, more support. I think it's a very good, because I think formerly before when we were quite younger, we do watch this amputee football, the way they play on national TV. There's NTA, but now I think it's been longer. I haven't seen any of this amputee sport on live TV, and so they need more of that. They need to encourage these players, let them feel the same way you have those who are complete, have the same support they have. Let them also have the same support. So it's a very good one. They need more support. I think the NFF should look into this group of individuals, support them, give them more funding they need, give them good jerseys, good kit, and everything, and able to participate not only within Africa, also internationally. So that's what I think of this situation now.
Okay, also at the international level, talking about international level, this team just came back from the amputee AFCON in Egypt. They actually did well.
But we didn't hear of it. It's so surprising.
We talked about it on this particular.
How many people know even know we have an amputee national team? No, most people don't know we have an amputee national team, and most people didn't even know there was even an African tournament. So
we talked about it on this show. That is what I'm telling you.
How many TV stations talked about it again?
We talked about it.
Yeah,
so how many?
They need more sponsorship, more popularity, and everything. NFF should just give them the full support they give to the Super Eagles. Should give it to them also too.
Okay, they should be given more support, and let's see how that will go for the amputee football. That is Special Eagles, as they are called, of Nigeria. The president actually making that appeal, making that call for more support for the team, and definitely they can prepare well and do well in subsequent competition that they will be going to. All right, let's quickly go straight to Euro as we speak. Games are ongoing right now in Euro 2024. We've seen surprising results in yesterday's game. England and Poland, and France, England, Poland, England, and England and this other team, Denmark. We also have Poland and France ending in a draw, and the big one was Austria and Netherlands. Austria topping that group. But let's leave that aside quickly and look at the games that are going on right now. We have Ukraine against Belgium, which all of the teams in that group, Ukraine, Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, all of them are standing on 3 points. So this particular game, Ukraine, Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, what do you think is going to happen in this group? This game are ongoing as we speak.
It's a very tough, very tough, very tough group. We're surprised that Belgium lost the first game. So what I'm saying as game going, and I know you, to those I know who are going to qualify, according to me, it's going to be Ukraine and Belgium. It's going to be difficult because Ukraine and Belgium are playing presently now, so it's going to be a tough one. So I put in Belgium, probably Romania, to qualify for the next stage, because Ukraine actually also they lost their first game, and now they lost their first game, won their second game, and they are playing against also a wounded team also, which is Belgium, which are trying their possible best to make sure they get to the next level of competition. So I think Belgium, Romania should qualify for the next stage. Then probably Ukraine, maybe third best.
Yeah, how sure are you? Like I said, all of the teams have 33 points in that group prior to this game, and anything can happen. At least for Belgium, nobody saw this coming from Belgium.
Do you think Ukraine is going to win Belgium?
What these games are ongoing, but with what we're saying right now,
I believe Ukraine. And sorry, Belgium is going to win Ukraine. at the end of
90 minutes.
Yes.
You can't actually say that because football has its own. Okay, let's go straight to Group F, where those games will be coming up later tonight. We have Czech Republic against Turkey. Georgia will be taking already qualified Portugal, but it's going to be a battle between Czech and Turkey, and then Georgia still have a slim chance.
There's nothing slim about the chance there. Portugal is going to deal with them, so they are going home. So there's nothing slim about the chance there. You mean Ronaldo doesn't want to win? And they want Portugal want to win all their own matches and have the 3 points. And the Ronaldo factors there also. So I don't believe Georgia have any chance against Portugal. They will beat them hands down.
Are you the one playing?
I'm just being truthful. That's what I feel, and that's what I know.
What if tonight Ronaldo doesn't get to start?
We have other players in the team also too. If Georgia could struggle against Czech Republic and Turkey, then are they going to excel exceedingly against Portugal? No.
Okay, let's look at the game between Czech Republic and Turkey. That is where the battle is. Who wins that second? Although Turkey is a second on the group. Before this game. So do you think it's going to remain like that? What possibly are we looking at here? Czech Republic got a draw in their first game against they lost their first game against Portugal, and then the second game. So Turkey, Czech Republic, who joins Portugal at least second, because we are still going to have 3 best losers joining the other.
I know. Czech Republic, the first match against Portugal, they were quite defensive and every other thing before the Portuguese actually broke their defense. So the first game against Georgia, you can see how fantastic they played. They won that match 3-0. So I'm thinking what I'm saying now. Turkey is going to go through. They're going to beat Czech Republic.
Okay, Turkey is going to go through
because,
that game.
The Czech Republic they play well, but the zeal, it's as if they are just there just to they tend to just play from the back a little bit, just trying to relax at the back a little bit, not going forward. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I believe, but if you look at the Turkish players, they're very good. They have very good attackers. I don't want to pressurize the Czech Republic players. So I believe the Turkish players are going to win the Czech Republic.
Okay, let's look at. Let's leave that. Those games will be coming up tonight. Let's go straight to the Copa America and quickly look at some fixtures that will be coming up late tonight. And then early as of tomorrow morning, we have Ecuador against Jamaica. That game, I think, between 11 p.m. and 12 p.m. Nigerian time. And then the other game, Venezuela against Mexico, will be played early as of Thursday morning. But for Argentina, they were able to win their second game in Group A, 6 points as it stands right now for them. Canada also, after disappointing that disappointment against Argentina, they were able to get their win. But let's look at these 2 games: Ecuador, Jamaica, Venezuela, Mexico.
Because of Casado, I think Ecuador is going to win against Jamaica. Then against Venezuela, Mexico is going to excel against Venezuela.
Okay, Mexico is going to excel against Venezuela. All right, before we look at some transfer stories on the show this evening, let's quickly go back to Euros and just take some of the teams that have already qualified to the round of 16. While as we speak, Ukraine, Belgium, Slovenia, all of those games are ongoing. Switzerland, Portugal, Austria, France, England, Denmark, Spain, Italy, and Germany is also in the mix. They have already qualified to the round of 16. Portugal, after that 2 games, they already qualified. We know they have 6 points. And right. Switzerland joining Germany in Group A to qualify. France and Austria from the other group. England, Denmark. And quickly, before we look at some transfer story, Denmark made it through at the expense of Slovenia in that group, in Group C. Now, a lot of persons is asking, Denmark and Slovenia ended on the same point, number of goals conceded, the same goal difference. But the thing is, after the confirmation from UEFA, the assistant coach of Slovenia was yellow carded, and that is what made Denmark to go through. All right, let's leave that quickly and just take some transfer stories on the show this evening before we go. And we'll be looking at, we have a couple of Super Eagles players also in the transfer news in Europe, which is a good one for our national team. We'll start with this one, where 3 teams, big teams in England, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, all of them are willing to pay to prize Ademola Lookman away from Atlanta Bergamo in Italian Serie A.
It's a very good one. At least the hat-trick is scored against Bayern Leverkusen at the final. I know I said it earlier that after the match I said, wow, I know many teams will be going for Ademola and he's going to leave what we call Atlanta by the end of the season, because he's played 74 games for them and scoring 33 goals. So it's a fantastic one. So I believe it's going to be a good one. But before he goes, he should look at the team. Is going to excel more before he goes to another stage.
Okay, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool. Which your pick for him?
It's a dicey
because you're a Chelsea fan, you say go to Chelsea.
No, he's going to excel at Chelsea. Nothing again.
Okay.
For
Ademola Lookman, these three teams, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, ready to pay 60 million euros for this fantastic Super Eagles winger. All right, let's leave that and also look at another Super Eagles player, though he was not at the Nations Cup, but he has had a stint with the Super Eagles. That is Super Eagles goalkeeper Adeleye, who applies his trade in Israel. After 6 years with Hapoel Jerusalem, he's leaving for Cyprus.
I don't know why this guy has not yet been invited to the Super.
He has been with the Super
Eagles. Of recent times, because he's a very fantastic player, so he's been good. So, but I think I don't even see why. Maybe his agent needs to work on him. He needs to go to other better league where he can be seen more, like probably either the Spanish, the Italian, the French league, or the German, or the international league. Because I don't Cyprus, I'm able to watch their league, so I think his agent needs to work on it. Because I've watched some of his games when before he left Israel. He's a fantastic and good keeper. Okay, let's just run over some of the other transfer we have on the show this evening. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has set to sign new deal with after 2 seasons, 2 trophies for Manchester United. And we have this last one quickly. Barcelona will actually move for Sancho. They want that young man on loan. All right, that is what we'll be leaving it on the show this evening. Noah Samson, thanks for joining me on Sports Update. It's been wonderful having you around. The way you painted your coach after 2 seasons with 2 trophies, what do you mean by that? Okay, Erik ten Hag is going to sign a new deal with Manchester United. All right, that is it on the program this evening. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.